The dove, with a piece of olive branch in its mouth, flies upon our arch now to remind us of our Unitarian Universalist commitment to peace. In the ancient pagan world, the dove, Aphrodite's bird, was a symbol of love. The prairie Indians of North America regarded the turtle dove as a symbol and a messenger of rebirth, and it would fly to the native camps with a willow branch in its mouth. Peace, love, rebirth is what our world needs today. We have wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, genocide in Darfur, Tibet, Chechnya, and the Amazon regions of Brazil, genocide that we do almost nothing to stop. We have nuclear posturing with Iran and North Korea, apartheid in Palestine, economic inequality in U.S. inner cities, and the abuse of so many women and children in so many places in the world. And so the dove now flies to challenge us to pray and to work for peace. As one spiritual teacher recently said, I offer this prayer of peace not to the Christian God, not to the Buddhist God, not to the Islamic God, not to the Jewish God, but to the God of all humanity. For the peace that we wish for is not a Christian peace, is not a Buddhist peace, is not an Islamic peace, nor a Jewish peace, but a human peace for all of us. True peace on earth includes more than the human world. And that is why Gaia, Mother Earth, the great goddess of the globe, is now part of the symbols that are before us. In the midst of so many symbols that overtly invoke patriarchal religions, this symbol reminds us of the rich legacy of women's spirituality and of the earth-based traditions, the pagan traditions, that call us into right relationship with the natural cycles of the earth. The image of Mother Earth reminds us that we now face a crisis of sustainability. From Al Gore's inconvenient truth to the growing awareness of our obscene consumerism that is pillaging the Earth's resources, a green consciousness is rising up in the world. And our Unitarian Universalist faith demands that we respect the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. And so, here on our chancel, Gaia, the symbol of the interdependent organism that is life, rises up, arms outstretched to join her hands with ours. Gaia, Mother Earth, rises up, her womb alive, once more with the spiraling energy of the life force. Gaia, Mother Earth, is reborn on our chancel wall and will be reborn in this world if we choose to make it so. The torii, the traditional gate to a Japanese Shinto shrine, is a painful reminder of how often we've chosen to destroy the world through short-sightedness and science. Just 64 years ago, our country turned the natural power of creation inside out as we unleashed a big bang of nuclear power upon a people who, at the time, we called our enemy. May this Japanese symbol remind us that underneath passing enmity breathes the beauty of all peoples, the beauty of all places in the world. The Shinto faith is native to Japan. It was founded in 660 and was Japan's state religion until 1945. Shinto means the way of the gods. The essence of Shintoism is kami, the divine spirit found in all things in heaven and earth, mountains and rivers, sun and moon, plants, animals, and human beings. The torii gate is the gate found at the entrance to most Shinto shrines. It has 2 upright supports and 2 cross beams, and is frequently painted vermilion. The origin of this gate is said to come from an old Japanese legend. It's short, but it's good. When the sun goddess became extremely annoyed at her prankster brother, She hid herself in a cave and sealed the entrance with a rock, causing an eclipse. The people were afraid that if the sun never returned, they would all die. So they built a large bird perch out of wood and placed all the town's roosters on this perch. The roosters started to crow noisily, causing the curious sun goddess to peek out of her cave. Having opened the door a crack, a large sumo wrestler ran up and pushed the rock away, letting the sun out, and thus the world was saved. That bird perch was the first torii gate. From then on, the torii became a symbol of prosperity and good fortune in Japan. May we let the sun shine through our hearts and our actions, but may we never again harness the power of the sun to destroy humanity. Next to last, we return to a more ornate version of the circle. This is the Vava Chakra, the wheel of becoming, the Buddhist wheel of life. Used primarily in Tibetan Buddhism, this symbol reminds us of what Buddhists call samsara, the continuous cycles of life, death, and rebirth. It is a cycle, the Buddhists say, that is a prison. This symbol asks of us a question: will we repeat the patterns and practices that keep us locked into old ways of living, old ways of thinking, old ways of looking at ourselves and the world? Or will we be open to the needed change and new winds? Will we become bodhisattvas, enlightened healers who walk gently upon the earth, who work to liberate ourselves and the world from the ties that bind us to unskillful ways? The law of karma says we reap what we sow. Will we sow new seeds in our thoughts and in our actions? And finally, the last symbol, it's the lamp of knowledge. This lamp reminds us that we need to look carefully at all things and to test all experience with an open mind. It reminds us that the journey, the seeking, is ongoing. There's no more perfect place for this reminder than at the highest point of our arch. For all these other symbols of faith are merely partial glimpses of reality. Even our Unitarian Universalist religion, our chosen faith, is just one window among many. It is ours, and we choose it, we teach it, we share it, and we love it. But this lamp at the top reminds us that our path is not the only way, or even the best way. It is our way. It speaks to our heart and guides our way on. May this lamp of knowledge remind us that no religion can be better than any other religion. No truth can be truer than any other truth. No nation can be bigger than the earth itself. May we go beyond our small limits and realize that we are one, that we are all earth people before we are Iraqis, Israelis, Koreans, or Americans. Some say God made the earth, but we human beings have to make it prosper by realizing that we are of the earth and not of any nation, race, or religion. By knowing that we are truly one, then we truly claim our shared spiritual heritage. May it be so. Shalom, salam, shanti, satnam, namaste. Blessed be. Amen.